About tax incentives for companies. Last year, the Life Science Tax Initiative, I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but Genzyme got $6 million to employ, to keep, to a tax incentive and tax breaks to employ people. And now they're offshoring tons of jobs, and they're going to be laying off lots of people. And DAVI doesn't really seem to care about it. I was just wondering what your stance is on that and how you feel about tax incentives for companies who are now offshoring the jobs.
Easy solution to that. No subsidizing any company, no tax incentives to any company. You see, the entire system that we're speaking about now, the system of taxation and then redistribution of that money, is inherently flawed. It allows politicians to reward and punish behavior with either by taking or not taking your money, or giving or not giving you someone else's money. It's inherently flawed. And while I've been doing this, running, I've been paying a lot of attention to that. And what I've noticed is most of the legislating that's getting done, most of the spending that's getting done, is nothing more than a way to retain power. I want to go to Washington and start taking that power back. I want to go. I'm sorry. I want to go to Washington and start dismantling the power base in Washington and bringing it back to Leominster and Fitchburg and Gardner and Ware. And the best way I know to do that is to put a firewall between politicians and your paycheck. If we eliminate the progressive income tax, if we eliminate the taxes on all the other stuff that they tax gasoline, telephone, and just about everything that you touch is taxed 11 ways to sundown. If we eliminate those and we have one tax, a national sales tax, you go to the cash out, and whatever the number is, let's call it 23%. You go there, you see on your tax receipt, every time you punch out, the government's taking 23%. That's going to keep you engaged on taxation. I have often said that if everybody kept all their money all year long, and that then in April had to write out a check to the government, there'd be a tax revolt. There would truly be a tax revolt, because you'd see how much that is, how much of your production and personal property the government is stealing from you. Now, some of the advantages of a national sales tax are, going back to the system we were talking about. Let's say you elect me this year. Then next year, I'm having trouble getting elected, and for whatever reason, the people in Fitchburg don't like me. And I need to get Fitchburg to get elected. So what do? I say, Fitchburg, y'all need a new town hall. And it should have a copper top and marble floors, and it's going to cost $17 million. And all across the country, we got politicians putting copper top, marble floor buildings in towns, and the people love them because they're bringing in money, and you're stimulating the economy for a very short period of time in that town. And pick any project, whatever you want it to be, or subsidy to a company, or whatever. I mean, because we could do the same thing. We could have subsidized Simplex and Gardner forever if we wanted, and pick anything. And so now I've got to tell you, but because of your copper top building with the marble floors, I've got to raise your taxes. 49% of the people in this country don't pay an income tax. They don't realize they're paying tax on everything else, but they don't pay an income tax, so they don't see it going out. So they don't care that I'm raising everybody's taxes to pay for my copper top, marble floor city hall. And so I get reelected. And again, and again. And your taxes go up, and up, and up. Now we have a national sales tax. 100% of the people are paying it. If they look at the cash register receipt, it says 23%. So every $100 they pay is another $23. and I say, I want to put up a copper top building with marble floors, but I'm going to have to raise your taxes. Now, 100% of the people are going to have a stake in that game. And they're more likely to tell me, find another way to finance your campaign. That's one advantage. It's going to limit the temptation of politicians to spend other people's money because more people are engaged. Another thing that it does, it just builds that firewall. It's that firewall between their paycheck and you.